A melodic minor is a minor scale which is simply a mode of 3 combined major scales. Who needs proof for me to show you that a melodic minor is 3 combined major scales? Okay? Who needs proof of that? It's a combination of 3 major scales. Or you just believe me. All right? I would love it if you would just believe what I'm saying, right? But who needs proof? I would like to see an example. All right, Andrew says, okay, Tewu says, example, please. Okay, so a melodic, first of all, we have to look at what a melodic minor is. So I'm gonna do a melodic minor. Where can I do it? I'll do it at the top. Okay, yeah, so I'll do it at the top. So let's say a melodic minor, for example, they would say a melodic minor has, let's say in the key of C. Should I do it in the key of C? Or should I do it in another key? Okay, so I'm going to do the melodic minor in the key of G. Okay, so G melodic minor, this is what it will look like. Okay, so should I do it in green? Yeah, I'll do it in green. Okay, so G melodic minor looks like this. All right, so G melodic minor, okay, would look like this. Okay, so give me a second. So the melodic minor, how it's formed, once again, as we said it before, it would look like a 1, which in this case is G. It'd have a 2, then it would have a flat 3, then it would have a 4, then it would have a 5, then it would have a 6, and then they would call it the major 7. I'd say, well, it's just a regular 7, right? Right, because the term, and when they say 7, they call it a flat 7. I'm saying we got to fix all of that theory. That's what's making music unnecessarily complex. You have to create all these theories to justify the things that you created and to justify that. It's like the medications out there, but that's another subject. Okay, all right. So that would be known as a melodic minor, a G melodic minor. Okay, so if we have the G melodic minor, as you can see, it's that. Now, if I were to say, we know, okay, let's put it like this. Let's put it down here. 3 major scales. So hold on. So we know in the key of C, right, major. Okay, let me ask you guys this. All right, in the C major scale, C major scale, in terms of the scale degrees, which chords or which numbers did we say were major? Okay, which chords out of that, which scale degree numbers out of the C major scale did we say is major? Okay. All right, Frank, 145. Thank you. Andrew, 145. Exactly. All right. Thank you very much. Loney, 145. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to make sure I pronounce that. Exactly. So I'm going to do the C major scale. Okay. So the C major scale, as you can see, is all white. Okay. So we can say that. Now, if we look at the difference between C major scale, the C major scale, all right, you can see all the notes here are white. Now if we do the F major scale, I know you guys know all the notes. So the 1, 4, and 5. So let's go to the key of F. F has all white keys except for which key? All right. So the F has all the white keys as a major scale except for which key? Thank you very much. It's all white except for B flat. So if I were to put it in there, right? So the F, it goes from the C, and obviously it goes to the D, right? Then to the E. Whoops. Sorry, this thing got here. All right, let me just put it in here. Okay. Right? So as you can see, those will be the notes for the F major scale, right? If I'm making it up, please correct me, right? So the F, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the E down here. I'm going to put the D down here. And then I'm also going to put, well, I don't need to put the F again, right? Because that's already there. But as you can see, it's the C would be another C here because the C is there. As you can see, all the notes are the same in the C major scale except for the B flat. So what I'm going to do, okay, so I'm going to remove the B here because that was the only difference between the C major scale and the F major scale. All right, so or I'll just leave the B, this thing down here so you know it was here. Okay, now I'm going to get one more color. We said that 1, 4s, and 5s are major. Okay, so let me just take, let me take gray. Okay, So now in the G major scale, we know that they're all white except for which key? All right, they're all white except for which key? Exactly, except for F sharp. So let's say I put the notes. Can you see that? The gray, can you see it clear? Actually, I'm going to make it black. It's a little bit, it'll make it a little bit clearer. So give me 1 second. Hope you guys see where I'm going with this. Let me do this. Okay, see, the key thing with playing, and I always tell people to play piano by ear, all you are doing is learning how to understand the language of music that you're hearing. Okay, so if we did the G major scale, all right, let me get my arrow again. Where did it disappear to? Okay, here we go. I got my color. All right, so we know that we have the G major scale, right? So we have the G, we have the A, it's all white keys except for the F sharp, B, and we have the C. I'll put it here and then I'll remove it. All right, so we have the C, then we have the D, then we have the E, then we have the F sharp, right? And then obviously it goes back to the G, all right, like that. So therefore, if I go here, so I'll leave the C there. So let me take the D, drop it down here, as you can see there. Take the E, drop it down here, right? The F sharp, I'll drop it down here, because the only difference between the C major chord scale and the G major scale is the F. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove I'm going to remove these two because it got replaced by the F sharp that was only different. Okay, and then once again I'll take this G and I'll put it. Oh, it looks. Oh yeah, down here where the C is. Okay, because it's the C there. So as you can see, hopefully it doesn't look too complex. Let me move this away. So the notes that we get, right, and we will remove the B because in the key of F sharp, we know that that switched from the C to the B. So if you look here very closely, okay, all right, you can see this, all right. So remember, I said that it's just three major scales combined, okay? And there's a particular reason for it. But right now, as you can see, those are the notes for the C major scale. If you look closely, you have the C, D, E. It's not C major scale. You have the Lydian, what's called the Lydian flat 7, right? I like to call it the Lydian flat 7. Or sorry, I like to call it the fourth mode with a flat 7. But in the regular world, they'll call it a Lydian flat 7, meaning it's the 4 with the flat 7, which usually referred to the dominant, usually has a flat 7. Right? If it's a major, okay? So you have the 1, which is C, D, E, then you have the F sharp, right? And then you have the G, A, and then you have the B flat, and then you have the C. Once again, I just combined 3 scales, the scale for the 1, the 4, and the 5. However, I took out the notes that where you'd see that would be different from the C major scale, because everything, if you can see C in every key, then you can see these clear. So why do I do that? Because if we look at the notes for the G melodic minor, you can see, I'll take the notes, right? I can take the G, watch this. I can take the G, drop it here. There's a G here, right? I can take the A, drop it here, right? I can take the B flat, drop it here, it's there. Take the C, drop it here at the beginning. Take the D, right? Drop it there, right? Take the E, right? Drop it there. As you can see, it's on every single one of the notes. F sharp is here, right? Because that's different. And the G, because we did the G again, I can just put it at the bottom of the C because it's C to C in this case. But if it was G to G, it'd just been G all the way here. As you can see, that melodic minor, as we know it, as if the G melodic minor is really a Lydian flat 7 or vice versa, chicken, egg, and all that kind of stuff, depending on how you look at it. I like to look at it as a Lydian flat 7, or I call it the 4th mode with the flat 7, right? But that's all it is. So we make this big thing about this is a new key. This is not necessarily a new key. Those are 3 major scales that are combined into one. There's only major keys. And if you spot this, get good at spotting this, then that's what's going to make music easier to play and to hear. So I hopefully proved how it's 3 major chords or scales put together. So a melodic minor, like I said, it's a combination of major scales, 3. And I just showed you that. It's a scale of a 1, 4, 5 of a major key.
That's what a melodic minor. So that melodic minor then is simply just one of the modes of those three chords put together. Okay, hopefully that's clear. All right, because I'm going to be moving further.